On this episode of We're No Damn Experts, we have a Great Falls champion on, and we talk about Craft Beer Week and all the other activities coming up in June for you to do.
Best damn podcast, the best damn town. You wanna get up, get ready to get down. With its big wide sky and the wild river Thames, if you wanna go, we can take you there to Great Falls, Montana.
Welcome to the greatest damn town in Montana, Great Falls. I'm Rebecca Ingham,
And I'm Maricela Hazard.
and we are no damn experts.
But today we have,
An expert?
well, she's an expert at making craft cocktails,
Okay.
and she's an expert of falling in love with Great Falls, Montana.
Oh,
Well,
we love people like that.
She moved here and never went home. Well, she's returned there and visited. But now we claim her and you Spicer as one of our Great Falls champions. So welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
Hi.
So nice to have you on.
It's nice to be on.
We talked about you not so many podcasts ago.
Episodes ago. Podcasts and episodes are interchangeable here.
Right, yeah.
We talked about your short hikes to end all short hikes. And we read your blog. And now we are going to have you on the podcast for Crazy Hour with Enya.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Just because, just before we did the introduction, you said, what did you say about Great Falls, or am I feeding the words to you?
No, you're not. Yeah, I think Great Falls is the greatest town in Montana. And a lot of people think I'm crazy, but I really do. And I wasn't even supposed to be here this long. Well, I didn't plan on being here this long, and it's kind of stuck. So this is like when I say home, it means Great Falls now, which is so crazy to me. But yeah, I love Great Falls more than anything. So
You're original a Georgia girl,
I am.
and you're brave in the Montana winters. You're having the best summers. 4 seasons now, right?
Yeah. Well, we had a long winter, my first winter. That was a lot for me. So
Well, we get all the seasons, sometimes more than once. I saw something the other day that we're on our third winter, and it comes in between first and second spring.
Oh,
Yeah, it's I laughed because I was like, yeah, that's about right.
it is.
Our third winter.
So we introduced Enya, and we said she's a master and expert of craft cocktails. And that's because we've said it before, she is one of the bartenders at Keller Guys Pub Theater.
How did that gig happen? I mean, have you always just sat in your house thinking, I want to make more craft cocktails?
no, I actually didn't. Actually, after college, I said I worked 4 jobs in college, but then I was like, I'm never going to serve again. Like, I'm not doing it again. But I worked like as a bartender, making cocktails, but other people's cocktails. And then I loved craft beer. But anyways, I met Jolene and Matthias because they were one of my first business stories when I first moved to Great Falls at the Tribune. And I walked in there with my little heels on before Keller Guys ever opened to kind of film some things, and they were awesome. I really want to do some multimedia stuff at the Tribune, and they were extremely supportive of that. And Jolene and Matthias let me come in there and try to do some stuff, and I actually met them, and they became like my family because when I first moved here, I owned like one sweater. Jolene was horrified and was telling me all these things to buy, and I think when they first opened, I came in and basically got stuck there, made all my best friends there, and they're extremely busy in the summer. Well, I guess I work there now, but extremely busy in the summer, and they needed an extra bartender, and I was like, well, all right, yeah, I'll do it, yeah. So here I am.
But you've also created some of the craft cocktails on the menu, like from scratch, your own brainchilds.
Yeah, they are great. And for the longest, I did not want them on the menu. It made me so nervous.
Enya made me one last week, Saturday or Sunday.
Her signature one?
Yes, right? That's your signature one, the man you gave me?
Yes. Yeah, that's one of my cocktails.
What was that one called again?
It's called the Violet Beauregard.
Mm-hmm. That is,
Really?
try it.
Okay.
It's delicious.
I'm going to just fangirl a little bit. It's kind of cool when you get to meet the creator of some of these cocktails. Over the weekend, I was at Elevation 3330, And for those of you that don't live in Great Falls, you got to see our winter video where we had a video shoot up at Elevation, and we had all these cocktails in the mix in the picture. And when it came time to order, I said just order color, order the variety, and I got stuck with a snow day,
Quote unquote stuck.
stuck with the snow day, and it's this beautiful blue thing, and I really loved it afterwards. And so now I go back and I still order it even though it's not on the menu. Well, this weekend I met the lady who created it, and I'm like, "Oh, you made such a great cocktail." And she's like, "Thank you." And I'm like, "It's so cool to meet you."
I really want to meet this woman and kind of tell her from the third person that hears about these stories, no, seriously, it was life-changing for Rebecca. The glitter that you put in there, because there's glitter in it too.
It tastes and this is not a negative statement. It's going to sound negative, but it tastes like a Bath and Body Works juniper cucumber melon lotion.
Well, my daughter tries to drink her bath water, so some people might like that.
Right.
But I had it too. Delicious.
It was good.
But I went to Kellergeist. Someone tries to tell me, you need to order this drink. You need to order this drink. No, I'm like, no, you don't understand. I've been here. I know which drinks to order. I know which drinks to recommend. There's 4 guys who are like, no. I'm like, they're going to tell me to order the horn dog. The rose blush. All 4 guys with the edible rose petals on top. It was so cute.
Oh, it's because I think we always say when guys come and they're like, well, I can't drink that. That's like a girly drink. We're like, what is considered a girly cocktail? Like, nothing.
Right.
You should appreciate the way everything looks. And I mean, just drink it. Just drink it and you'll never turn back. And I think a lot of men have not turned back, so.
Well, I mean, it's true. To meet the people that make these cocktails, the cocktails are talked about. People talk about beer. There's clubs about this stuff. There's podcasts about it. There's books.
Oh, and I totally get the fangirling too. I'm Selena's biggest fan. Well, she is my best friend, which I always have to say, I know you're my best friend, but if we weren't friends, but I'm Selena's biggest fan, and she actually made a cocktail, and I was amazed over it, and she actually named it the best friend, and I was like, oh, we're so lame, but yeah.
So how many sweaters do you own now?
Too many. I
Okay.
actually own one closet full of jackets, and it has to be its own closet because it doesn't fit
That's awesome.
anywhere else. Yeah, I've come so far.
You have, because when we were there for Kellergeist's brunch announcement, you pulled up and you're like, I got someone's skis or jacket.
Somebody's extra mittens.
A mitten, yeah, you didn't know where the mittens belonged to. And they're like, we just went up there to the mountain, to Showdown so many times this winter that lost track of all the gear. So,
yeah.
So how long have you been skiing or snowboarding or whatever you do up on the mountain?
So I went the first 2 times, and the first time was with my cousin, her husband actually. They're moving, sadly, but when I first moved here, I didn't know that my cousin lived here at all. So I was like, I'm moving to Great Falls. She was like, oh, I live here. I said, that's random.
That's great.
But I didn't want him waiting on me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I was like, oh, I'll just, go up and down the little magic carpet by myself. But this is the first season that I had friends, and I was going down with friends and doing all that fun stuff. This is the first season I went out a lot and hung out with everyone and had a really good time because it's so much better when you're not alone. Yeah. But we went a lot. We went a lot. Yeah. We went to Showdown a lot, and then I went to Blacktail with Jake and Selena. And had a great time over there. So
So on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is super bad and 10 is expert, where do you rank yourself as a snow bunny now?
I'm gonna rank myself a solid 6.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm really happy for you.
I'm happy for me too. Well, at first I would have rated myself a solid 0.
Okay, because that's what we're at.
I fell a lot, but I really wanted to snowboard. I like any kind of board, so that's what I really wanted to do. And they're like, you should ski no, I'm gonna snowboard. I'm gonna figure it out. But my friends helped me out. Val helped me out. Everybody, and then a couple drinks helped me out one time, and that was my best time. After that, I wasn't really scared of anything anymore. So
Monty's afraid of heights.
I went on the ski slope or ski lift
Backwards.
but when we're going up, I was turned around. I don't know why I had to turn around in the actual story I'm telling you. Talking to the mic. I was turned around and taking photos, and then we went down the ski lift on the chair, and I was taking photos.
Oh, did you forget to get off?
No. It was for a photo shoot.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Did you forget?
Why?
How many drinks did you have?
No, so right. No, there was one time where I was so tired that I didn't glide off. I jumped off. I was so tired. We were there all day. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna try to make the effort to just nicely glide off on my snowboard. I'm gonna jump off. That's what I did.
Oh my, no, yeah. It's tough. I have to be reminded daily. I don't like heights. So what do you do when you're not at Showdown and it's summertime and those 3 inches of snow we got last week are gone? But we know you go to Memorial Falls and hike, and fall.
And fall. I fall a lot.
Yeah, she just mentioned that on snowboarding too.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad you're comfortable on your bum. How many times have you fallen in water where it's been ice cold?
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe 2 or 3 times.
Oh.
Because there was definitely times where I really wanted to get this shot or get over there, and I thought the ice was frozen, and it wasn't. It just looked frozen. So yeah, I don't know. I fall a lot.
We made this claim because we're no damn experts is the recorded claims from Great Falls, Montana. So we'll just lie about people and things. We said
It's
that,
our truth.
Yeah. Our lying is our truth. We said that, you got that scar on your back from your short hike. The end is all short hikes. And we think that you lift up your shirt and you show people your scar. Do you do that? Look at my scar.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I did for the first few months. I was like,
this.
yeah, check this out. Yeah, don't do that because I got this scar. But I'm proud of it. And honestly, I don't think I would have wanted it to go any other way.
Okay.
But that was just a consequence. And my friend did not help me at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was stuck in between the trees, and you can see me in the photo, and he just laughed and did not come help me.
We got the photo.
I know.
He got his shot. This was the shot.
This was his moment.
Yes.
It was not my moment.
Well, I had a friend one time, the same friend, 2 different times. One fell up the stairs while we were walking up the stairs, and I had to laugh. I'm like, who falls up the stairs? So I laughed quite a bit, and then in between gasps said, "Are you okay?"
Oh, I always laugh when people
And
fall.
then we were delivering a Christmas tree one year to a family. Icier than crap out, and we're getting this tree out of the back of the pickup, and she slipped and fell on the ice. Again, I laughed so hard. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay? She's like, your first response shouldn't be to laugh at me. I'm like, well, it is pretty funny to watch people fall.
It is.
No, it's not. Last winter, I fell on the ice and I was holding my daughter and I held on to her, she was fine. And then when I pick her up in the afternoon, I asked the babysitter, I was like, what happened to her face? Why is there, what is this a rash? And she's like, I was going to ask you. And I was like, oh, never mind. We fell this morning. Thought I protected my daughter. No, she had a little bit of a
road rash.
Yeah, road rash from me slipping on ice. And I'm accident prone. And when I fall, I end up in the hospital. So
yeah, I'm glad I'm very low to the ground. No, I think my first and only terrible fall was on black ice, and it was outside of Kellergeist. I was leaving Kellergeist, and my friends were leaving, and I was like, yo, wait on me. And I was running full speed, and I banana slipped in the air.
Oh, no.
And I heard it's better not to save. I never saved myself because I'm not going to break my wrist, but I could not feel my left butt cheek for about 2 months.
oh, goodness.
Those are the funniest falls, though, where your legs fly completely out from underneath you and just land.
Yeah, it was very embarrassing. I just kind of usually I just lay there. So everyone just stops looking.
You guys should maybe start your own podcast. You guys can be the mean girls, and I'm going to be the one that runs up to people. Are you okay?
Okay, I will laugh first.
I'm sorry, I'm going to laugh too.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. If you ever fall really hard and you think it's gonna bruise, put some Vicks on it. Vicks Vapor Rub gives the hot and cold at the same time, and it minimizes bruising. That's how much I care about people. Okay? If you don't believe me, try it. Next time, well, you can try it. You're gonna probably fall on your way out of here.
Yeah. I'll probably fall up the elevator.
So we have Enya on. She's we just talked about her hike, but we also have her hike on our blog. And something we did previously when there was a lot of events, we would do your monthly to-do list, and it would be released at the end of the month, say like about now, and it would tell you what you're doing next month. Now that events are returning in full force, we're going to return these segments.
The reason we did this, a lot of people haven't fallen as deeply in love with Great Falls as you, myself, and Maddie have.
And Matt in North Carolina.
And Matt. Thank you, Matt. But the big thing is people are like, well, what do you do in Great Falls? I'm like, what do you not do in Great Falls? There's so much to do. And when you were with the Tribune, I think you did it all.
I did. I tried to. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah. I tried to.
Did it all.
And there's just so much to do each month that we can shake it up. You know, we've got some staples, things that are always here in Great Falls, but then there's other things that come only once a year or come only once in a lifetime that you're going to want to make sure you're in Great Falls to do.
So June is notoriously known for Craft Beer Week. So the theme of we're going to try this live, people. If it works, we're going to be wildly successful, end up on Jimmy Fallon. We'll, take over comedy as we know it. So far for comedy rankings for podcasts, we don't normally share this with our listeners. I think our highest rating was 730 something.
And we're funny.
That's to be the 700th something funniest podcast out there. You're darn near hilarious, right?
That's pretty solid.
I mean, not on.
I want to be above 500. That's when I'll know.
We all have goals. Some are realistic, some aren't. So the goal of the blog is to kind of say it in a funny way too. Not just, hey guys, go to the farmer's market on June 5th. It's the first day of the season and you can get some fresh produce. So
I kind of liked that.
I know. That's
Yeah.
just because I'm naturally
tone.
hilarious.
Yeah.
So,
And you miss the tone in the blog. You mean you can't. It's just words that you're reading, so you wouldn't have had that accent normally.
So what I might say, I might edit this out. We'll see how it goes. In a sarcastic way to go to the farmer's market would be, go to a vendor space that is not regulated by any health official or inspector. Maybe not in this year.
Where you can get your zucchini and a horse ride right beside each other.
Exactly. Like you're buying jam from a woman that has only ever made jam. Like no business degree, didn't go to culinary school, but she's
her
gonna.
jam is good.
But she sells out. So
There used to be a vendor at the farmer's market that used to make mint chocolate chip cookies, and I loved them. You would get the good chocolate chip cookie taste, but then immediately refreshing after you've swallowed your bite. So you had that minty fresh feeling after it wasn't sticky and chocolatey in your mouth.
So stop dipping your chocolate chip cookies in toothpaste and instead buy the mint chocolate chip cookies from this man. Okay, so we're going to try and have you guys be sarcastic yet informative for our Craft Beer Week, which starts Monday, June 7th and goes all the way until June 12th. So we were kind of spitballing this one beforehand, and this in itself should just be its own podcast episode. But it is the return of the Mr. Sisters Trivia.
And this is part of Craft Beer Week?
Yes, it is the first event of Craft Beer Week, and it's going to be held at N Bar. So how would you write that in a sarcastic way for a blog?
Are we pointing at me?
Yes.
Yeah, you're the guest. We want to give you first shot.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you're really killing me now. Now this is live. I don't know.
It's not live.
Well, no, yeah, it's hard.
I would say Mr. Sisters Trivia is fellas dressed like ladies, better than ladies dressed like ladies, making you feel not as smart as you could be by answering questions that you have never even considered knowing the answer to.
Demonstrate you're the most smartest person by answering questions asked by men who dress up like women better than you. You can take makeup advice from them, and they wear those heels.
Oh, they're heels, and I have some heels in my closet that are, I'd say, a good 3 inches. I think they got to be in 4 or 5 inch heels.
Plus. All right. So other events we have are
Mr. Sister's return of Craft Beer Week. What day is that?
June 7th at N-Bar. Get your tickets now. You can go to nbarmt.com and reserve a table. Reservations should be made at 6:30 p.m. and the show starts at 7 p.m. sharp. I know a lot about events, okay? If I can...
But how awesome is that? You can't get that in a blog.
No, you can't. And I already did make my reservation. I don't know who I'm bringing with me, but I have a table of 4 at 6:30 at N-Bar, so...
I should probably do that.
I know.
So if you want to be part of Maudie's table and hang out with the celebrity of We're No Damn Experts, email us at information@visitgreatfalls.org and you might win a seat. Or you'll have to pay premium to be in her company.
And people listen to our podcast. Like, just a reminder. Jody's driving here. She's an hour out, and she's telling me, I want to go to the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center, but they're closed today. I'm like, they open tomorrow. She's like, I know. I'm going to go see the falls this afternoon. And I had to listen to a podcast. Where are the falls? And I'm like, which podcast? I know it's ours. Something about we don't give a damn. Something the best damn town. I'm like, we're no damn experts. And she's like, so that's you, huh? And I'm like, yes. So she said the audio quality wasn't horrible in the beginning. It was.
It's a lot better now.
It's tolerable because, we're just so damn hilarious.
Sounds great in my ears.
We've improved.
We have. So the other events for Craft Beer Week, there's going to be like a dinner pairing that same night at Tracy's Family Restaurant.
Ooh. Wait, in the dinner pairings, do you know what food you get or not?
I don't know. I think the alcohol is highlighted, and then they...
Oh, that's what we're pairing it with. I'm like, what are we pairing?
Alcohol. So, all right.
Craft Beer Week, it's paired with beer.
Beer, yeah, from like 30 different breweries from Montana. If it's not from Montana, it's not in the Craft Beer Week.
Not included.
Yeah, and they're even bringing a Grandmaster judges.
Yep, the JJBC.
Yeah, there's people that went to school to judge beer.
Why didn't I do that?
You know what?
Can we
just talk about that for a second?
Why was that not part of career day when we were kids?
No. Let's back it up even further. Who's the man or woman, I'm gonna guess it's a man, who said, I know what I'll do. I'm going to make a college where you have to study to learn how to taste beer. And then everyone will fail and they'll just keep tasting beer forever. Like they monopolized on the fact that people are like, what do you want to be when I grow up? Oh, I just want to drink beer. Done. I'm going to capitalize and make a business.
I should have gone. Because I think all Skittles taste the same. I put them all in my mouth at the same time. I cannot, I'm not one of those people that can taste something and is like, I taste cranberry. I don't
oak.
Oh no, like for wine and that, I can taste when it's a buttery Chardonnay, or
no.
Rebecca, if I were to give you 2 glasses of Chardonnay and one was buttery, one was not, I would hope you would not like the buttery one. But when it comes to wine, they're like hints of cherry and notes, and I'm like,
where is that?
There's no music in my mouth. It's either dry or sweet.
There's that point. But I like to drink beer. I don't get that in depth. I don't.
But you were one of the people that helped create the apricot.
I was there to help formulate how much apricot goes in to the motorboat beer. Thank you, Seth, for that opportunity. It's my one claim to fame, and it leads on all my resumes that I ever send out.
As it should.
Yeah.
I did this. I don't know if I got to select the winning formula, but I was there. But it was just apricot flavoring in beer. I had to drink it if it was a little or a lot. I don't think it mattered.
I think during Craft Beer Week, you know what, I have a good idea, Fairy. They need to have a class where people like us 3 can go there, and you got to tell me what I'm supposed to taste. Right?
Yeah. What should I be looking for in this beer other than it's cold and good?
Yeah.
Yay.
Right?
I know, right? The only reason I can taste it is because it says it. Apricot. I'm like, yep, I got it. There it is. There's the apricot.
Well, we go and taste the crepes, and I was like, this orange one's good. And they're like, that one's lemon honey. I'm like, okay, it's good. Does that matter? So I think we could have a class like that, and you can tell me what I'm
That would
supposed
be
to
a
taste.
good, fun class. I would pay to go to that class where someone taught you what to look for to know if it was good beer or not. Not that I'm gonna, follow those paths all my life. But you go places and you're like, oh, I like that beer. How can you like that beer? It's blah, 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 blah. I'm like, because it was cold and good.
Yeah, like when you go to a wine tasting and they teach you how to swirl the wine, smell, and then enjoy.
Oh, I just swirl it to look fancy.
Oh, you're like,
I'm like, look at that.
look what I did. And then
Smells like wine.
then you have to chew your bourbon. I was taught how to chew bourbon at a distillery once. And
Maybe that's why I don't like it. I didn't chew it.
Well, there you go. You don't know how to properly drink.
so I want to know how I can taste this craft beer week during craft beer week, like a grand master who went to school, gets flown around the country to go to festivals like
And
this.
judge beer.
And judge people's hardworking, where they had a committee where Rebecca sat on and was like, this is how much apricot. And then he comes in and he's like,
Ooh, too much apricot.
no, no. Or yes, he says, oh, the perfect amount of apricot. I want you on our team. Please be part of my entourage, private jets,
Yeah,
and craft beer for the rest of your life.
perfect.
We're just selling dreams here. Okay, Anya?
We're selling our own dreams right now.
Pretty much. So Craft Beer Week is going to have all these dinner tastings and tap takeovers. I know one of them is going to be at Elevation on June 9th, and that is with Mountains Walking Tap Takeover. And they're going to have live music with Max Hayes, and that's at Elevation 3330. Have you guys had any mountain walking tap takeover?
I know nothing about this.
Have you guys have any no mountain?
No.
So I'm at lunch with a woman who's from Great Falls, moved away, moved back. Not, obviously she loves it. And she's telling me, she's like, I was at Elevation a couple days ago and they had this strawberry shortcake beer. And it tasted like a strawberry shortcake. And the beer consistency, mind you, I haven't had this, is not of beer. It's more like a smoothie. They're taking
Oh
over.
my gosh.
And then she's like, I want it back in my life. And then who walks in? Joe. So like, Joe, you going to have Mountains Walking return? And then he said they have one that's caramel apple. It's kind of like drinking applesauce. And to me, I'm hearing these flavors. And if I were to write a blog, we'll try and spit roll this, but try horrible things that shouldn't be made into beer because I don't like applesauce and I don't like strawberry shortcakes. But people are raving about it.
I would try it just because of the consistency. I mean, if you're thinking of a thick beer, that's got to be a unique experience.
I'm into it.
No,
I like thick beer.
I don't know.
Like, I want my stouts to be stouts, Like, I want to feel like I'm swallowing a brick.
See, to me, I only want to try it once. We'll see if I like it. My guess is I won't. I drank a sip of Mountain Man one time and knew it was not for me.
No, not for you.
I think immediately I grew hair on my chest and I was like,
And now
yeah,
I have
nope.
a standing wax appointment every Tuesday.
Because I sipped some Mountain Man and it turned me into one. It was too much for me.
Yeah, I haven't
But I'm
had
a
it.
pale beer drinker.
Yeah.
That's my gig.
I wouldn't even say, like, not in a bad way. Like, I cannot drink Mountain Man anymore because... So James Rowan is a skier and he goes skijoring and he always brings Jeremiah Johnson beers because he just wants it to be the only beer to be drank at skijoring, which is
Right.
okay. Yeah, that's
Fine.
awesome.
It's a good
anyways,
platform, I think.
right?
Sturdy.
And you don't really notice when everybody else around you has already cracked a beer and the sun just went up. You just assume that it's normal. And shout out to Jeremiah, but I can't anymore. I was like, I drank it all skijoring season.
It's I would say, a good soupy style beer that'll keep you full all day long.
No,
Soup to
really.
me is hot, so I don't know.
Cold soup.
Oh no,
Gazpacho.
Ah, that's what it's called.
I don't want it. Here's the thing,
I'm cultured.
Rebecca. We're gonna have you taste the beer. If you like it, I'll try it. If you
Okay.
don't like it, I'll trust you because I'm not one of those people where
Right.
someone's like, "Oh my goodness, this smells horrible. Smell it," and someone's like, "Okay, no, I trust your judgment. I don't need to
I
smell
don't need
it."
to smell stinky stuff.
Oh yeah, I want to know. Like I need to know. But
Like,
I
what
love craft
level
beer,
of
so I'll drink
stinky?
it all.
Yeah.
I'll at least taste it, like just to see. I'm not like, and I can't do anything like pilsners, lagers. I'm like, no, I'm gonna pass that over. I don't want it.
No.
I like gozas, so for craft beer week, that's probably what I'm gonna be into.
We got some gozas going on for craft beer week.
That's all I need.
I don't know what
If
goes
anybody's got gozas,
It's a style of beer.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
let's elaborate. Let's
Alright.
expound on that statement.
I know I like sours and gozas.
What's a gozes?
So a goza will kind of remind you of a sour, but they're made with like.
She went to school for beer, okay?
No, she spent the time in the trenches.
Okay.
I did in Athens, Georgia,
There you
University
go.
of Georgia. We had a lot of breweries, and I
Okay.
just But I like not everyone likes sours. Not everyone likes sour beer. Some beers are too sour.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I sound good. Yeah, but gozas will kind of remind you of a sour, but a lot of them are with like sea salt. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's really good, but that's what I need. So if anybody's got some gozas,
Anya's taking
Well,
it.
they're
I'm
gonna-
taking them.
Will gozas be on any of the tap takeovers? You'll have to find out by going to every event during
Every
craft
Every
beer week.
single one.
Yeah, there are tons of more events. There's one I signed up for personally. I'm going to have Alex, my friend. She is going to be my partner. And then Mark and her husband are going to be partners. And that's for the Craft Beer Olympics.
Oh,
Yeah, we're doing it. It's $20 a team. I don't know if anything is left, but you can go to Craft Beer Week or gfcraftbeerweek.com. Great Falls Craft Beer Week. It's in the show notes,
I think I
people.
need to sign up.
Just sign up.
Am I doing like bicep curls or what?
So I asked Kelly, and Kelly, if you're listening, you know I have this gripe with you. I did a What's Up Wednesday segment with Kelly, and before we start recording the short video for Facebook, where on Wednesdays we highlight upcoming events in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I say, we're talking about Craft Beer Week, conversational tone. We're going to, talk about Craft Beer Olympics, and you're going to tell me the events. And she's like, And then I'm like, Kelly, don't make this like the tree lighting all over again. Because this past year, when Downtown Association lit up the tree, I was like, Kelly, can you tell me when it is so myself and I can take picture and video of it? I'm sorry, I can't. I'll lose my job. Only a certain few people know. And she never told me. So when I went there and asked her about Craft Beer Week and the Olympics, I was like, what kind of events? And she's like, well, they're not all drinking events. And some of them you would drink. She didn't tell me. But she did give me a hint that I should practice my Steinholtz.
Oh.
here's the thing.
Oh, good luck.
Kelly, join me over on this mic here. In order to get people excited to come to Great Falls, we just need the information a little bit ahead of time so people can plan to be here.
Or me. I want to know too. Okay.
I need to know.
And if you have Maudie breathing down your neck, just simply give me the information. I can withhold it from her.
That's fine. That's fine.
At least one of us will know.
Good enough. But I know it's at MT Pints, and they're going to have, the parking lot closed down, taking part of Staybridge Suites parking lot. So, hey, if you stay at Staybridge Suites,
Get your parking spot early.
hey, did you know that we have 2 one-night stays available for free to stay at the Staybridge Suites?
Have you stayed at the Staybridge Suites, Anya?
I haven't. I haven't. Should I?
Well, it wouldn't really make any sense. You live here.
Oh, no, it totally would. Sometimes I just like to go, like, stay
Get away.
we'll just go stay at a hotel, just be like, ooh, yeah, I stayed there. But, like, I mean, there's...
Darling, don't you know?
I did. I had, like, this huge thing, like, this huge obsession with, like, Howard Johnson's, like, all of them, like, Hojo's. And I
I haven't thought about Howard Johnson's for a long time.
And
but
I would
they were
literally
Go
go stay
Hojo.
would literally go stay there, any of them, just be like, let's go on a date to the Hojo. Like, that's where we're going.
The first and only time I stayed at a Hojo was the night before I got shipped off to boot camp. So
Good memories.
the military paid for it, and I was like, this bed is phenomenal. So,
Yeah. So maybe
So-
that's how it'll be at the Staybridge.
You know
I'm going to have
what?
to go over
Maybe-
there.
Maybe,
Stay.
Rebecca, we can have like when we do our site tours, our orientation for all the hotels, awesome hotels in Great Falls. Maybe it should be to spend a night at them. And then I can be like Enya. We're like, yeah, I stayed there. Yeah, I stayed there.
Oh, you've never stayed there? That's crazy.
I stayed there.
Well, if you do want to stay at the Staybridge Suites, I don't know, like say during Craft Beer Week, and you email me, podcast@visitgreatfalls.org, and tell me you reviewed the podcast, you just give me a screenshot. That's all I need. If you can work a screenshot, Well, first of all, if you're listening to a podcast, you can probably do a screenshot.
Right?
I would think they're connected.
If not, Google it. If you don't know what Google is, this is giveaways not for you. Email me, podcast@visitgreatfalls.org. Let me know you liked, reviewed our podcast, and you might get a one-night stay at Sabridge Suites.
That's a really sweet gift.
It is. You know, we also have Teriyaki Madness free bowls there. You can also get some museum passes to the C.M. Russell.
Aaron had the best sign up when masks are required at some businesses, but during the mandate, he said the sign says some people just look better in masks, and I loved that.
She kept it up in her office for a while, and I was like,
Why'd you
"Dang."
take it down?
I was like, there's two other people in this office, Rebecca. Like,
That's art.
I should frame it and hang it right
You should
outside
frame
my
it.
door.
so if we were going to do craft beer Olympics as a sarcastic, do you want to try this, Enya?
Do I want to try this? We clearly know that I'm like horrible at this.
Which is strange. I mean, you built your career on writing catchy headlines and great content. The written word is your strength.
Well, because in my mind, I think I'm funny.
You are funny.
Yeah, but then when there's a microphone in my face, I'm like,
I used to be funny and cool, and now I'm hilarious and awesome. So, like, I can't wait for tomorrow because I get better every day. So, you were going to tell me about,
No lack of self-esteem here.
hey, I'm confident. I know what I got.
Right?
Okay? Like,
I don't know how to try it. Like,
I'll give
come,
you.
I don't know. Come,
Well, when
like,
you were
it's like-
telling me about goozes, you're like, goozes remind you of a sour beer. Take that same flair and tell me about how dangerous it could be to do Olympic-style events while you are drinking. Oh,
All right. And you said it's at MT Pints.
yeah, it's at Empty Pints.
What day?
June 10th, which
on-
is a Thursday.
On June 10th at MT Pints. Come on over and try some things you've never tried, because we also don't know what the events are. Yeah. So yeah, come on, drink some beer, and
That's
get
pretty
told.
good.
Yeah, get told to do activities that may or may not hurt you in the process. And the only hint we have is practice holding a very large beer in front of your face. So you might want to go to the gym.
Yes.
Go to the gym, hold a 20-pound dumbbell. Go ahead and do that for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love that. You're going to pay money. You don't know what the event is.
You're going to pay money to get
do
surprised.
stuff.
Surprised. Surprised.
To
To
do
bicep curl a beer.
To
I
do
don't know.
physical activity.
Oh,
So Alex, she wants to go in like matching attire, like do the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
like high school spirit week.
I think you should wear the tube socks.
So my envision, on an earlier podcast, we talked about rodeos and how to enjoy them. And Enya, you can tell us about the 6 rodeos that you're going to be at this year after
6 rodeos.
yeah.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
Okay.
Finish your thing.
That's not her first rodeo. You know
Yeah.
what, Rebecca? We did an entire episode and we never even said that line. This ain't our first rodeo, but it's the name of the episode because we thought about it after the fact. So on this episode, we talked about how I saw someone that pretended to be a wrestler. He just carried around a belt, and people come up and took pictures with him. Like, we're trying to find out who this guy, and he's just a lie. He just carries on a belt and pretends. So I think that's what I might do for Craft Beer Week if I fashion a belt out of maybe pop tops or beer caps,
Oh, yeah.
something along that line, and just bedazzle it. If I keep that high school spirit alive, but, you know, mature it into the 21 plus crowd.
Well, come on down to Keller, guys. We got plenty of beer bottle caps that Matthias likes to save for some reason.
Well, it's
Maybe he's making a chandelier. I don't know. What's
But I
going
like
on.
this idea, the intimidation factor that you'd have by showing up with what looks like the championship belt. You're probably the repeat, the returning champion, and they're going to have to unseat you. They won't know that. They'll get scared.
unless they listen to this podcast. So
Oh, yeah.
my lie is my truth.
We don't purposefully lie on here. We simply just didn't know.
Oh, we damn well lie.
Yeah.
That one was a lie.
There's also going to be, not also, I should say, the Crowning Jewel event, which is Saturday, June 12th, the Montana Brew Fest. And I have not been to one of these yet.
I volunteered in 2019 to serve beer. There's a lot of volunteer opportunities at Craft Beer Week because all the breweries need people to help pour the beer, and you get all these samples to taste all day. The seasoned volunteers take the early shift. I was not a seasoned volunteer. I took the second shift.
Oh.
That's when they need the most help. So please volunteer for the second shift.
If you can read between the lines, is it because some people have had more than...
Yeah.
Okay.
The samples run heavy at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the end, people don't care anymore about the samples. They just find their favorite and camp out and sip.
Well, they're going to have live music there, too.
And it's outside this year, right?
Yes. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I'm always wrong. I think it's 50 Watt Sun that's going to be playing downtown. And then he's going to do a second show at Elevation that night.
Holy moly.
I might be wrong. The inventory, which is where we list the inventory of all the events in Great Falls, transitioned from one website to another. So I am working the little bit of messy logistics for that. So I think I might be mistaken, but if not, you can check the show notes. But there's going to be live music and samples galore.
Have you ever gone to Craft Beer Week or to Montana Brew Fest?
Here?
Yeah.
No. Wait. I'm not even going to try to lie. I
Might have.
Maybe. Sometimes I do a lot. And I totally forget like what I'm doing.
So,
but I've drank a lot of beer in Montana. That could be the haze going on here.
the Mimosa Showdown that was a few weeks ago, my friend's like, I want to go to this alone, just with you. Hopefully he's not listening. Because my husband went to the Craft Beer Week, the Montana Brew Fest, and that was a boy's day for him. I want this to be a woman's day. So the guys came with us during Mimosa Showdown. They had fun. But we're rocking Craft Beer Week. So if they said we couldn't come, oh well, already signed up, competing and winning.
With her handmade belt.
Yes. If I do make it, I will need Matt's to give me those tops because I do not collect them. I am not making a chandelier.
So the way I'd promo a rodeo in our blog style that's catchy and fun would be watch a bunch of clowns keep bulls from stomping on other people.
That's solid.
Watch people mitigate danger that they caused. I saved a man from being stomped on a bull today, but you also created the situation. Like, that's, to me, that's kind of like, well.
And finding willing humans to ride on the back of wild animals after we've told you not to do such things.
Exactly. The Little Belt Cowboys PRCA Rodeo is going to be Father's Day weekend, which is Saturday, June 19th, and then Father's Day is the 20th. But Enya, you're going to be at one of those, and I heard you have some exclusive.
Are you going to be a participant? Are you going to do the rodeo queening thing? What are you doing at these rodeos?
Well,
you're going to mutton.
That sounded really exciting. I really wish that I could. That's for children. And I would consider myself a child. I would.
That's for children.
Yeah.
But you're short like one, so.
I know. Watch children backpack animals while they try not to fall off. Yeah, I'll be there. With Taylor's Automax. So Taylor's Automax has sponsored the rodeo roundup. So we're going to be at a couple rodeos giving away exclusive gear. I'm literally saying exclusive because we only have so many to give away.
That you designed, right?
That I designed because
You're good.
It looks good. But we have exclusive stuff. It's very limited. Check it out on Taylor's Automax social media, and we'll be showing you where we'll be for these pop-up dates. And once the gear is gone, it is gone. There will only be a limited amount of shirts, cups, and koozies at each of our pop-up date rodeos. So check us out at Taylor's Automax on all social media, Facebook, Instagram.
And all those links are going to be in the show notes.
What kind of gear? Are we talking sweatpants, T-shirts, baseball caps, koozies, water bottles?
Yeah, we got T-shirts.
Okay, I want to see the T-shirts, and I think when you say they're all gone, it better not be hiding in your closet.
No,
You made
I am gonna take one. But no, yeah, we're gonna have T-shirts and koozies. Of course, you have to have koozies and cups. We got cups. I thought it'd be a great idea to buy cups. So you can pour your beer in the cup
Yeah.
and pour the. That makes no sense, but you know what I mean.
cups.
Well, things that you could use for a long time, like wear the
Sticks
T-shirt
with
for a
you.
long time. Yeah.
My husband is a T-shirt fiend. Like, he loves every kind of T-shirt you could ever get, and he wears them all the time, so it's not bad. But then he's always, you need to get a T-shirt, honey. Great. I'm not a T-shirter. I'm not a T-shirt person.
T-shirter.
I'm mad at Robert. That's Rebecca's husband. We made these Great Falls T-shirts, and we ordered one specifically for him, and he's coming to this office not wearing it. So I just
But the thing is, he wears it all the time.
well, then take a photo.
I'm
and
gonna have to.
Hashtag visit Great Falls. Hashtag Great Falls, Montana. Hashtag we're no damn experts.
Something.
You guys are missing it. I'm actually doing.
The finger
hashtag.
tag.
Well, that's what
SNL.
Jimmy Fallon and
Yep.
Justin Timberlake when they do the hashtags. There you go.
It's a great skit.
So those T-shirts, there's T-shirt people out there, and Robert's one of them. My dad is one of them too, and he will cycle through them. My mom has to wait till he's gone, remove the ones that you stop wearing the shirt. You got some other shirts from 4 years ago that you have not touched yet.
It's like the free T-shirt thing. I'm one of those people. I don't even care what it says. You said free T-shirt? Oh yeah, I'm coming because it's free.
I missed out on the Benton Fest last weekend. They had the Brew Fest in Fort Benton. Wanted to go, but I saw today they still had some gear left, and I might actually order one of the T-shirts from Benton Fest. They look really cool. They also have baseball caps and koozies.
And it was the
nice.
first one too, so they're gonna have another one.
Well, the best T-shirts are anyone who has free Comfort Colors T-shirts. Comfort Colors are the best T-shirt brand. They last forever.
Oh.
And then when you keep washing them, they just get all cutesy.
More comfy.
More comfy, yeah.
More cutesy. I like it.
Maybe we should make a policy at tourism where we just wear other people's T-shirts.
Well, so Kristen, who used to work here, you remember her?
Oh,
I know. She's been a year since she left Montana. She still misses us every day. We miss her most. Did not miss her on the day when she mailed back her branded logo Visit Great Falls shirts that she got while working here. And she's like, here you guys go. Because they're like sweaters. She's not wearing them in Florida. And Rebecca opens it up. She's like, gee, thanks, Kristen. I'm now going to mail you clothes that won't fit you either. Or something along those lines. Because no one's wearing extra small here.
What am I supposed to do with these T-shirts? I do appreciate that you felt the need to send them back for us to dispose
she
of.
shouldn't have sent them back. She should have framed them like what people do with their 5K T-shirts.
Here you go.
Hey, I ran 3.1 miles and I now have my shirt framed for it. And I say that jokingly. I used to be one of those people that would put a sticker. Well, I ran a marathon. Okay, I ran several, and I was like, let's put a sticker on it. But now I'm like, don't tell anyone because you don't look like a marathon runner anymore.
I'm going to put a sticker on mine and have people actually ask me, do you run a marathon? No, I don't run.
this is to support.
This is
Support people
supporting.
who do run.
supporting that
I'm not
effort.
against it, just not for me.
Just not for me. We had those T-shirts we were trying to give away for Great Falls, Montana, and I failed that launch. So maybe we'll
You got some
revamp.
more?
Well, the thing is, I wear them now. I took them for myself, like you, got the exclusive wear. And I did get asked, where'd you get that shirt? And I was like, it's mine. Instead of saying, oh, you can win one for free by completing the Great Dam Pass. I did not say that.
No.
I said, no, it's mine.
Our artwork in here used to wear these things, and then Lottie exchanged the clothing for these beautiful curtains, which work a lot better than sweatshirts on art.
Yeah.
So
They're in the back. I'll give you one before you leave. I'll give you a sticker, too.
I love a good sticker now.
We're no damn experts. Okay. While I have you here, I have a question. Is it wrong that when I pass a vehicle or any object that has a ton of stickers, I really want to put a We're No Damn Experts sticker on it? Would they notice?
No.
It's on. I know
they might.
Maybe they would.
Is that like Ninja or Guerrilla
Or
advertising?
You could, as long as they're easy to get off. you could get cited for vandalism. The other thing you could do is just stand there and wait till they come out and go, I'd like to add to your collection.
I'm going to stand out someone's house and can I take this sticker?
But they also have windshield wipers. You could just slip it in.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Here you
idea. Or just have a roll of Scotch tape. Or double
I think
adhesive.
that would be worse
Just
than
stick it.
just in adhering it.
Yeah, okay.
And we could write a note. This looks like it belonged to your collection. We'd be honored if you'd stick it on your vehicle.
Yeah, just make like cute little notes and staple it, put on the windshield.
That's a
Wait,
lot
don't put a staple anywhere near a windshield.
No.
Don't do that paper clip.
That's
No.
Just stack them together.
what happened to the policy of do now and then like ask forgiveness later?
That's always my policy.
What if I did that? Would that be okay?
Well, now they know.
Well,
so.
now she said the vandalism, so now I'm worried. So in June, besides, we have Craft Beer Week. We have the PRCA Little Belt Cowboy Rodeo. We also have, Rebecca, I told all these yesterday too. Oh, the Downtown Summer Block Party. That just got announced this week. So the Block Bar and Grill and Bar.
We knew about it earlier, though, because we're in the know and Mike tells us stuff.
VIP.
Yeah, VIP. Exactly. Okay, so Downtown Summer Block Party is going to be on Thursday, June 24th. They're going to close down the streets, have live music. We're talking like cornhole, pretty much.
Did they announce the music?
They might have, but they announced 2 events. They have one in July, too.
All I saw was cornhole. I didn't need to see anything else.
Well, there's also going to be another cornhole tournament at Heidelberg Lounge on June 19th is going to be the cornhole tourney at Heidelberg Lounge, and it's $10 to register, and food is provided.
See, look at that. You bet. Yeah.
Look at
Isn't
them
there a
thinking
golf
of
thing?
ahead.
Isn't there a golf thing too? I don't know how to.
There's a golf scramble, and then there's a Father's Day golf tournament on Father's Day.
I don't know how to golf, but I think I should go.
I've been taking YouTube classes on how to become a better golfer.
Just like Robert's been taking YouTube classes on how to be a pilot.
Yep.
Okay.
He's doing pretty good. I think we're going to become experts. I'm going to become an expert at golf. He's going to, fly us somewhere.
To golf.
We to golf. We can try this. I mean, I'm not going to do golf. I've tried. If I'm not successful within the 3rd try, I'm not good at it. Goodbye. Like, I'm sorry.
The 3rd try. If I'm not successful after the first stutter, I'm stopping.
But the Father's Day golf tournament's at Eagle Falls Golf Club on June 20th. And
Don't you guys just take some pride in sucking really bad
Oh,
at
I
something?
absolutely do.
That's my like, people are like, you want to go golfing? Yeah, I'm horrid at it. And they're like, good.
ultimate frisbee, I'm not good at it, but I'm always the first round draft pick. And every time
They're disappointed.
they are disappointed, but every time like the frisbee is like exchanged or kicked off or tossed to their team, because I would run full blast. They're just like, oh, she's active. So I would run and just scream, first round draft pick. Kind of like my battle cry. And then after the 20th time, like my boss is like, calm down, please. But yeah, I was horrible at that. But I don't want to be horrible at golf because that's just an expensive thing to be horrible at.
Oh, I love it. And I will tell you, it was like the second time I went golfing. It was a par 3. I got it in 2. And it was the first hole, so it was the one everyone could see you shoot.
Oh.
And Robert looks at me and he's like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, I'm good.
So good. But
Got back to the clubhouse. He's like, you looked really good on hole 1. I'm like, yeah, that was my only good thing.
never mind the other 17. On June 28th, there's going to be a sport that's more my alley. Well, June 27th, honestly, I should just be in the demolition derby at Electric City Speedway.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do that. We can demo some things. But on June 28th, kickball is at Centene Stadium.
Is that the kickoff to the season?
It might be. I'm trying to review my
Did you
notes.
do kickball season last year?
No, I did not.
Well,
I
what?
love this idea of kickball season.
Rebecca loves the idea, yet she has not signed up our office for a team. I think it starts
I think we need more than 3 people on our team.
June 23rd. Yeah, so it's throughout the year.
Thank you.
And yet can be a whatchamacallit, honorary Great Falls, Montana tourism staff member.
We got our board of directors we can pull from.
Exactly. Would love to see the board of directors out there playing kickball with me, and I'll just learn to keep my mouth shut. I report to Rebecca, okay?
Remember,
If you have a problem with me, you talk to her. Rebecca! On June 26th, they're going to be designing the tattoo for Great Falls.
Wait,
What?
Wait. Say that again.
So there's going to be the skull tattoo, which if you are a Great Falls champion, you are going to get that tattooed. And it's kind of going to be like a club, a fraternity, sorority, insider VIP exclusive, all of the elite titles.
Like a real tattoo?
Yep, they're going to design it at Brush Crazy on June 26th. You'll need a password to enter that class. If you don't have that password, instead you can go to the CMR logo class. Instead. Email me for the password, podcast@visitgreatfalls.org.
Oh, that's a good way to get engagement.
Go ahead and give me that.
My lie is my
Password.
truth.
I like.
Would you
why?
get a Great Falls tattoo?
Don't tempt me. I did. Yeah, I will. No, seriously. I
You
love.
wouldn't, you wouldn't
I-
be the first person.
I
No.
love Georgia so much in my hometown that it's tattooed all over my legs.
Oh, you have Brunswick?
I have the marshland, like the birds, the flowers. I have 2 very large peaches on the back of my calf.
I was like,
But I
where
would.
are they?
Yeah.
where are those peaches in, yeah?
I actually have 2 sets of those. But no, like this is. You should have never told me that because I said I was done getting tattoos. And the fact
Not
that
now.
I would get Great Falls tattooed on me
Would you
sounds psychotic, but I
Would
totally
you-
would.
Would you get it tattooed on the back of your head?
On the back of my head, like my head, or like my neck.
Well, you got hair, so maybe
I would have to shave my head.
it's just another layer of commitment.
You could just shave up the bottom like they did. And when did we do that? The 90s?
Well, now people are
2000s?
shaving like the side of their head
Oh, yeah.
and then rocking it, and I'm like, I'm
Killing
not
it,
one of those
Selena.
people. I'm not one
Yeah.
of those people that can do it.
I think you could.
You know, shaving the head is kind of like, to me, I never know when leopard print is in style, but it's always in style for someone. And then I see it on them and I'm like, oh, it does look good on you. But I'm not that person.
Right.
So if you want to decide if you are a head shaving person, and that's for you, we can make the tattoo work.
How big is this tattoo? Do we not know yet?
I think you get to choose your size.
I know, but like when it's too small and you can't
Oh,
see.
that's
Anyways,
true.
you guys are gonna come when I get it.
Recommending.
That's
Yes.
just gonna have to be.
We can live tweet it.
Yeah, on the tweeter. I'm just going to start calling it the tweeter because I'm failing so much at our Twitter following. I'm just going to pretend like I know nothing about it because guess what? I don't. So you can get the Great Falls Skull inaugural Great Falls champion tattoo, but there is someone out there that does have a Great Falls tattooed on the back of his head, and he goes to our gym. And I saw him.
No
And-
way.
And I saw it first. I'm standing behind him. He's filling up his water bottle, and I'm like smiling from ear to ear. And the guy turns around, and I'm like, not talking to you today. But then I see him the next time after I tell Rebecca about this tattoo, and she's like, go up engaged and see if he wants to be on the podcast. So I'm like, hey, the next time I see him, he's sitting in the reception area in the locker room. So I'm like, hey, do you have a Great Falls tattoo on the back of your head? He's like, yeah. I'm like, why? I don't say it in a mean way. I forgot the exact wording, but well, I'm born and raised here. You know, I moved away and I came back, and I like Great Falls. I'm like, okay, I'm with tourism, like Great Falls too. But I'm like, if you want to be in the podcast, let me know. Like, we'd love to hear your story. And he said he likes stickers because part of the story he was telling was about stickers. I had just finished my workout.
Clearly not engaged well enough to remember anything.
He spoke really quietly.
Oh,
And I don't know if it's just because I got him off guard, and he was with someone else, and the other person that's with him is this young kid, and he's leaning forward, laughing at him, smiling, this is amazing. You can be on the #1 podcast in Montana. And the guy's not saying immediately yes. He's like, I'll think about it. So if we get you to get the Great Falls tattoo, we can just have a different version of a champion with a
Yeah.
Great Falls tattoo.
maybe instead of Christmas trail buttons, we do Great Falls tattoo, and you vote for that. Submit your option. Everybody votes. And then we get to select one. Everybody gets it.
And every just like a cult. we have all
It's
these,
not a cult.
well, we have all these visitors that are here, and like, what brings you to Great Falls besides our art adventure, our craft cocktails, amazing food, all these unique experiences? They're like, we're gonna move here and we're looking for a house. So I should then just hand out the brochure.
Here's where you get your tattoo. This is what you do.
If you get the tattoo, you're more likely to get that house.
You can't live here unless you get the tattoo first, actually.
That would be really creepy, and I think another introduction to a horror film.
Very proud to be part of this cult.
Okay. Well, okay, we're done with the blog. I'm going to link it on our show notes, but I wanted to tell you guys that this weekend I had a mini photo shoot, and I went with some friends. I was like, hey, would you mind dressing up and not looking like bums, going to Fifth and Wine with me for brunch? I'm going to take some photos for our new website, and then we're going to go to Paris Gibson Square Museum of Art afterwards, and I'm going to take photos of you there. And they're like, okay. So this is known. I was with a visitor yesterday, and I was asking him about telling him about Paris Gibson Square Museum of Art, and I was telling him about the Lee Steen exhibit. I think maybe the tattoo should have to do something with that, because I have these women go in. I was like, I need to take photos of you in this exhibit, but before you go in, you're going to have a distinct reaction. You're either going to love it, or you think this is an opening of the Stephen King movie.
Oh, then I would have loved it.
Have you been there?
Should I go?
You need to go in, yeah.
I'm going to go on a date there
Okay.
and then stay at the Staybridge.
There you go.
Oh,
And
This'll
then get
be
a
an
tattoo
amazing
in
day.
between.
Yeah.
Look at that.
The Lee Steen exhibit at Paris Gibson Square Museum of Art, probably my most favorite exhibit at any art museum in the world.
so Paris Gibson Square Museum of Art, we call it the Square because that's a mouthful, okay? Nicole, if you're listening, I said the full name. They do a lot of self-taught artists exhibits, and they celebrate self-taught artists. And that's what Lee Steen is. He's a
Amazing.
self-taught. And the quote, I forgot the one that's on the wall. Just hoping to get $5 from someone that passed by. And now he has an exhibit of these trees, driftwood, branches that are crafted and made into people.
Stick people. They're
that are
stick
very
people.
like one of them's pretty sure they removed the drop ceiling in that room so that they could fit some of them in there,
Yep.
like 18 feet.
All stick people.
To me, someone who has an active imagination, that is scary as all heck. Like, I'm waiting for these guys to move. So,
I'm scared of everything. So.
okay.
I love it.
But I like it.
Okay.
Like being
That is
scared.
scary. I don't like that I said that.
You know what we should do for Halloween episode? We should film our podcast in that exhibit, and we should read the 5 ghost stories
yeah.
about Great Falls.
That would be awesome.
Though that's not included in it, I think it should be. And then we can have, someone move them while we're filming,
Yeah.
like the ghosts that are in there.
I'm scared. Like, see, I have nothing to say.
Speechless.
I'm scared.
The other thing I want to do that we haven't done yet is the escape room.
Oh, yeah.
Escape the Falls.
I want to go so bad, but I have no common sense. None.
Oh no!
If I ever
I'm
got
pretty
trapped
sure,
anywhere, I'd sit there
I'm
and
pretty
wait.
sure I'm not going to succeed of getting out of the room. Tianta's just going to have to come unlock the door and go, "Your time's up. Come on. We can't just have you sitting here for 3 days trying to get out of this room."
I tried an escape room once, and it was a zombie-themed one. And we've established the fact that I'm a scaredy cat. So, like, here's zombie theme. Get out of this room. And then they turn off all the lights.
No, I would have had to leave.
Oh,
And then they, like,
Safe word.
relieved a zombie. And I, like, turned a corner real fast. And my thumb jammed on the protruding corner of a wall. And it lifted my nail straight up.
oh no!
So I got out of that one.
Yeah.
I'm not doing an escape room, Rebecca. You can have fun at Escape the Falls. I'm going to stay safely on a map where I know where the falls are. If you don't know where they are, you can also listen to episode number 2 of We're No Damn Experts, Where Are the Falls, which Jody just listened to today on our way here to Great Falls.
Thanks, Jody.
Appreciate you. So, Enya, we want to thank you for coming on the podcast and just telling everyone how amazing Great Falls is and sharing that your lie is your truth.
I lie a lot.
And if you are wanting this exclusive t-shirt, if you're a t-shirt person like Robert is and my dad,
Show up at the rodeos.
We're going to link all of Taylor's Automax information in our show notes so you can find out where they are and see this exclusive gear that Enya is going to be giving away. And you can meet Enya yourself.
Yeah.
So you
Live
can
and in person.
fangirl after the craft cocktail maker.
Yeah.
Yeah, come fangirl me. I'm great. No, seriously, I won't be at the first one. So I will say we have pop-up dates. I will not personally be at the first one, which is the bull riding challenge.
Oh, Dusky
Dusky
Glinka.
Glinka.
Yeah. So I won't be at the
That's-
first one, but I'll be at all the rest of them. You can come see us, learn about some trucks. Not from me, because I just
You're not the person
shoot
you should
videos
learn.
and take photos of them.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We are glad that you listened to our conversation with Enya. And until next time, Rebecca will close us.
We hope to see your bright, smiling, healthy face here in Great Falls soon.
Bye-bye.
We're No Damn Experts is the recorded claims from Great Falls, Montana, covering what you need to know about this amazing damn town. Damn, that felt good.
On the next episode of We're No Damn Experts, you may think that Great Falls is the capital of mermaids, but we are actually Montana's museum capital. So we're going to bring in an expert, and he's going to tell us about all 10 museums in Great Falls. We're No Damn Experts is produced by Great Falls, Montana Tourism with original music by the best damn musician, Jill Corda.